we're going to balance that. We're going to balance that with the with some breathing exercises later. So let me hang on. Something came up on my thing. It gave me a message. All right. So find a comfortable seated position wherever you like. You can be in a chair or on your mat, and then any props that you need. So always have those handy. I think they're very beneficial to keep your help you get into your poses and then keep you from having any type of injuries with yoga, which can happen when we force our bodies when they aren't ready. So with that, make sure you're listening to your body throughout the practice. If anything doesn't feel right for you or doesn't resonate for you, just take it down a notch. All right, you can come out of the pose a little bit or all the way, and you can also rest in child's pose. So that's always a good option. So I did a class with my earlier this week, and it was focused on Kali. So if you're not familiar with Kali, Kali is she is the fierce mother. So in Hindu culture, Hindu recognizes many. I'm going to put it in quotation, gods. But they're not necessarily gods that are multiple gods. They are aspects within ourselves that they honor. So, and with that, they've created outward deities to represent those inner qualities within us. I equate it to like the Greek gods or Roman gods, those kinds of things, not necessarily worshipped in that sense, in the sense of the one God. All right. So Kali, if you're not familiar, Kali is usually represented as she's blue or black in skin color. She has her tongue sticking out. She has multiple arms, and in those arms, this kind of sounds a little grotesque, but in those arms, she's holding severed heads, and from her tongue is dripping blood, and that is the fierce mother. She comes from Durga. Durga is the ultimate mother, but the fierceness, the fierce mother within us is who Kali represents. She also represents the strong, focused female warrior, which we all have, and she is passionate. So she goes to know there are no limitations on what she will do to protect her loved ones. So with that passion. So Kali is actually one of my favorites, and I've always connected to her. I have a very passionate side in general. So so yeah. So with that, we're going to focus a little bit on some intense practice, a little bit of intense practice, some fire. And the fire area of our chakra system is our the Manipura chakra. So that is 2 inches above the belly button. And so that's where we create that is our center for willpower and focused action. So Kali is power or focused action. So with that, I'm going to have you guys close your eyes and focus on that area 2 inches above your belly button. So your center for fire, and the color is yellow. So if you'd like, you can envision yellow light, or you can envision a small fire in there. And I'd like you to place both of your hands over that area. With your eyes closed, send your breath there. So you'll inhale, and that belly will expand, and exhale, and the belly will fall away. And breathing through your nose if you can. And focus your attention on that light or that fire and what it does in your body as you inhale and exhale. Everyone's body will be different with that. Everyone's imagination will be different with that. And I'd like you now with your hands there at that Manipura chakra, that center for willpower, focused action. That area where Kali rises within you. Set your intention for your practice or for your day. I recognize and honor the fierce mother within, the strong female warrior, the fire that stokes the creative force within me. I recognize and honor the fierce mother within, the strong female warrior, and the fire that stokes the creative force within. You can leave your hands on your belly if you like. And we'll begin with 3 vibrations of Om. So we'll inhale fully, and then exhale completely. And inhale to begin. Om. 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 Om Klim Kali Kaye Namaha. Om Klim Kali Kaye Namaha. Om Klim Kali Kaye Namaha. Take a deep inhale, pause at the top, and then exhale. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes if they aren't already. And we're going to come into tabletop. And I'm going to have you move in any way that your body wants to move for about 10 or 15 breaths. So coming into tabletop, you move your props out of the way if they're there. Wrists are under shoulders and knees are about hip distance, and toes can be tucked under if you like. And just start moving around in any direction. So you can do traditional cat-cows where you inhale and drop the belly and look forward or up. And exhale around the spine and look at the belly, push out of your shoulders. Or you can take any movements that feel good. So make C's with your spine, so looking over one shoulder and then over the other. You might like to take one leg out and stretch it behind you. And then the other leg. Maybe making hip circles, anything that feels good for you. So just move your body, waking it up, preparing it for a little bit of a fiery practice. And the mantra that I did at the end, Om Klim Kali Kaye Namaha, is activating that. It activates the Kali within. It honors the Kali within. And it helps to open that Manipura chakra. so that we can have a little more fire. So go ahead and move into down dog. Tuck my shirt in. And when you get to down dog, so you're lifting your hips up and back, feet are hip distance, fingers are wide. And you can wag your tail, rock your hips side to side, or walk your dog if you like. So bend one knee and straighten the other. Or you can come into complete stillness. Just taking a few breaths here. On your next inhale, look forward. As you exhale, walk your feet up to your hands. Hang in a forward fold. Feet are hip distance for this first forward fold. Maybe do a little sway side to side if that feels good for you. And then I'd like you to bend your knees a lot. And flatten your back, so halfway lift, look forward, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, halfway lift. Pause here, exhale. On your next inhale, take your arms out and up. And then exhale, hands through heart center. And pause here, mountain pose. You can close your eyes if you'd like. And then we'll do, now again, listen to your body through this practice. If this is a little too intense for you, you're welcome to just do anything you like, really. I'm okay with that. Right. So guys, inhale, arms out and up. And then exhale, hands through heart center, bend your knees, come into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, shine your heart forward. On an exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. So bend your knees, step your right foot back. So yogi's choice, guys, knee on or off the mat. If you have your knee down, you might want some padding here. All right, so I'm going to keep my knee up. I'm going to inhale, arms out and up, torso up, and then exhale, hands through heart center. And pause here. Find your footing here. So make sure your knee's not over your toes. And tuck your tailbone slightly, drop in and up on your belly button. And we're going to do arm circles. We're going to stay in this pose for a moment. So you may want to drop your knee. So you're going to take your arms out and up, inhale. And when you get to the top, take them down and back. Exhale. Now, I want you to take your arms from the bottom, inhale up. Exhale, down and back, big circles. One more inhale. And then exhale. Good. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands down to frame your foot. Take your left foot back to meet your right to your top of a push-up. Inhale. Exhale. Drop your knees. Bend your elbows, chin and chest to the mat. Untuck your toes. Hands under shoulders. Push your pubic bone down. On an inhale, lift your beautiful heart. And exhale, come down to the mat. Tuck your toes, inhale. Exhale, take your hips back to your heels. Inhale. Exhale, lift your hips up and back for down dog. Pause here, or move if you like. Catch your breath. On an inhale, take your right leg up. On an exhale, take your right foot to your right hand. So it might not fit, it might not work all the way. So pick your foot up and move it there. And then I want you to drop your back left knee. Here you might need blocks, so bring your blocks up next to your foot. Inhale, inhale your arms out and up. Exhale your hands through heart center. Pause here for a moment. And then we're coming into half split pose, Hanuman, Ardha Hanuman, excuse me. So what you're going to do is, if you have your blocks handy, I'm on either side of you. Straighten your right leg out in front of you, toes up. This is probably a great stretch right here. Back toes are still tucked. If you want to take this a little further, you can walk your hands further a little bit. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, hinge at the hips. This is a runner stretch, so we're stretching out the hamstrings here. Do have something under the left knee if you have knee issues. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale to soften. Good. On an inhale, come all the way back up, then back into that front knee. Bring your hands down to the mat. Lift the back leg up. And on an inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Pause here. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Take your right foot back to meet your left. Top of a push-up. Inhale. Exhale. Knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Untuck your toes, your legs. Hands under shoulders. Inhale, lift your beautiful heart. Exhale, fold. Tuck your toes. Inhale. Exhale, hips back to heels. Inhale. And exhale, up, hips up and back for down dog. Deep breath in. And breathe out the mouth. On an inhale, walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold. Big toes touching, our feet hip distance. I'll leave that up to you. Inhale, halfway lift. Pause here. Exhale. And then on an inhale, come all the way up. Arms out and up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Come back to your intention. And then place your hands over your belly, just above the belly button. Om Klim Kali Kaye Namaha. I recognize and honor the fierce mother within. Inhale, take your arms out and up. Exhale, bend your knees, hands to heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Step your left foot back into a lunge, knee on or off the mat. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, hands through heart center. And find your footing here, so your alignment. Make sure your knees not over your toes. Tuck your tailbone and draw in and up on your belly button. So this time we're going to take the arm circles in the other direction. So you're going to inhale, arms back and up, and then exhale, arm down. You can keep them straight in front of you. Inhale, back and up. Exhaling down by your hips. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back up to the top. And then exhale, bring your hands down your heart center. Pause here. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to frame that front foot. And your right foot back to meet the left. Top of a push-up. Inhale. Exhale, drop your knees, bend your elbows, chin and chest to the mat. Untuck your toes. Push that pubic bone down. That gives your low back more space. Inhale, lift your beautiful heart. And then exhale, come down to the mat. Tuck your toes. Inhale. Exhale, hips back to heels. Inhale. And exhale, hips up and back for down dog. When you get there, take a deep breath in. And out the mouth. On an inhale, lift your left leg up. On the exhale, bring it through to your left hand. So it might not fit. Again, just pick it up and put it over there. And if you need to, guys, you can always drop both knees and then bring that foot up. Okay? So We're actually going to go ahead and drop that back knee. Actually, I forgot. We're going into half split pose. So grab your blocks. Sorry. And then inhale to come all the way up, arms out and up. Exhale, hands through heart center. And then we're coming into that Ardha Hanuman half split pose. So blocks handy if you have them. You can use anything else that you need. You're going to take that left foot out, straight leg out in front of you, toes up, and your back toes are tucked under. So inhale to lengthen your spine. This could be enough for you. On an exhale, maybe hinge at the hips a little bit. You can walk your hands forward if you like. With each inhale, lengthen. With each exhale, soften. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. On an inhale, walk your hands back if they're in front of you. And then move your blocks out of the way, hands to the earth, bend into your front knee. Take the left knee back behind you. Lift your legs up, knees up, top of a push-up, inhale. On an exhale, drop your knees, bend your elbows, chin and chest to the earth, untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your beautiful heart. And then exhale, back down. Tuck your toes, inhale. Exhale, hips back to heels. Inhale. And exhale, lift your hips up and back for down dog. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out the mouth. Inhale, look forward. And step, hop, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, lengthen again. Flat back. Pause here. Exhale. And then on an inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Place your one palm over the other on your belly, above the belly button. Om Klim Kalikaye Namaha. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step your right foot back into a lunge. Knee on or off the mat. Walk your right foot out, or excuse me, your left foot out to the right. Walk your left foot out to the left a little bit. Plant your right hand onto the earth. And we're going to inhale, reach the left arm forward and up. And we're going to twist to the left. So you can have your knee down too. All right, so we're doing a little twist here. Inhale, and then exhale, bring your left hand back down to the mat. Step your left foot back. Top of a push-up, inhale. Exhale, knees, chin and chest to the mat. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Tuck your toes, inhale. Exhale, hips to heels. Inhale and exhale, top of a push-up, downward dog. Guys, you can always skip this. So when we're on top of a push-up, if your belly isn't handling those cobra poses today, you can just go straight into down dog. You can skip that part. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, hop, or jump to the front of your mat. Bend your knees as much as they need. Inhale, halfway lift. Pause there. Draw in and up on your belly button. On your next inhale, take your arms out and up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Pause for a moment. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees as much as they need. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Knee on or off the mat. Walk your right foot out to the right. Plant your left hand. We're going to inhale and take that right arm forward. And then exhale up. So So we're coming into a twist here. And pausing here for a moment. Inhale, exhale, bring your hand down to the mat. Step your right foot back, top of a push-up. If you have chaturanga in your practice, you're welcome to add this in. You would bend your elbows, keep them tucked into the sides so knees and hips are off the mat, okay? Otherwise, inhale, exhale, knees, bend your elbows, chin and chest to the mat, untuck your toes, push your pubic bone down. On an inhale, lift your heart. Exhale down, tuck your toes, inhale, hips to heels on your exhale, Inhale, and then exhale, hips up and back for down dog. Pause here, take a deep breath in. Exhale it out the mouth. Good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, hop, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, pause, and then exhale, and on your next inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Pause here. And then when you're ready, we're coming to the long edge of the mat. Keep your blocks handy. We will be coming into triangle pose, and you might need that. So feet are about 3 feet-ish open. Turn your left toes forward. You may need to walk your right foot back a little bit. Take your arms out into a T, and then we're going to bend into the front knee. So coming into a warrior two to begin with. All right. We'll inhale. On your exhale, drop your right arm to your right leg and bring your left palm up to the ceiling, hinge backwards. So we're coming into peaceful warrior. Inhale, and on an exhale, come up. Straighten that front leg. If you need a block, put it to the outside of that leg. Inhale, exhale, hinge to the left. And on an exhale, bring your hand down to either block your shin or the mat. Circle your arm forward, your right arm forward and up. And then we're coming into triangle. So draw in and up on your belly button. Push your right hip forward. And you can look up, straight forward, or down at the mat, whatever works for your neck here. All right. Inhale. On an exhale, I want you to bring your right hand down to the mat. So you're going to bend into your front knee and then bring your other hand to the mat as well. So move your block and then pivot that back foot so you're up on the toes. So you're in a lunge here. Inhale. Exhale. Take that left foot back to meet the right. Pause here. Drop in and up on your belly button. And we're going to do a little breath of fire here. So you might want to drop your knees. If you want a little more fire, stay up in chaturanga. So we're going to do 8 breaths. So those panting breaths from the nose. That's what it sounds like. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale halfway to begin. Inhale. Pause. Exhale, drop your knees, and then take your hips back to your heels. We're coming into child's pose, guys. So you can keep your arms out in front of you. You can bring your arms by your side if you like. Take a deep breath in, exhale it out the mouth. And then just let your breath start to relax. Come back to your breath. Lengthening your exhales. If your hands are by your side, take them out in front of you, fingers spread wide. Your hips just slightly to tuck your toes. Inhale, exhale, take your hips up and back for down dog. On an inhale, look forward. On an exhale, step, hop, or jump to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Bend your knees as much as they need. Inhale, halfway lift. Pause here. Exhale. And then on an inhale, come all the way up, arms out and up. Excuse me, exhale, hands through heart center. Pause here. Place your hands over your belly. I recognize and honor the power within me. I recognize and honor the power within me. All right, guys, open your eyes if they aren't already. We're coming back into that wide-legged stance. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So this next time you'll be facing the back or the other side of your mat when we go through these. So feet are about 3 feet wide. Turn your right toes out. Forward, excuse me, right toes forward towards the short edge of your mat. Inhale, exhale, take your arms out into a T. Inhale and exhale, bend into that front knee. You might need to walk that back foot out a little bit. Have your blocks handy too if you need them for triangle pose. So gazing over the right fingertips, inhale, and on an exhale, drop your left hand by your left leg, flip your right palm up and hinge backwards. Coming into peaceful warrior. Pausing here for a couple of breaths. Inhale and exhale, bring your arms back to a T, looking over those right fingertips. Inhale and straighten the right leg. Exhale, hinge right. Inhale, exhale, drop your hand down to shin, block, or the mat. So if you feel like a slinky here, you might want to come up a little bit. Inhale, circle the left arm up, forward, and then take it up to the ceiling. Push your left hips forward, draw in and up on your belly button. And we're pausing here so you can look up or forward or down. Just listen to your body. Good. So inhale, look down at your mat. Exhale, bend into that front knee. And so you're going to bring both your hands down to frame that front foot. You might need to walk it out a little bit. And you're going to twist up, come up onto the toes of your back foot. Just like so. Good. You're in a lunge. Inhale here. Exhale. And take your right foot back to meet the left. And we're coming into, we're top of a push-up, and we're going to be doing that breath of fire again. So you can drop your knees if you like, or stay up to add a little bit more fire. So inhale, exhale, 8 breaths. Inhale halfway, and begin. Sharp exhales. Inhale, pause, exhale, drop your knees, bring your hips back to your heels. We're coming into child's pose. So hands can be out in front of you, or if you want to give your arms a rest, you can bring them by your side, palms up. Take a deep inhale, exhale out the mouth. And then try to let your breath be natural. Increase your exhales, and that relaxes the body. Go ahead and take your hands out in front of you if they aren't already. Fingers spread wide. Lift your hips slightly to tuck your toes. Inhale. Exhale, hips up and back for down dog. Inhale. On an exhale, step, hop, or jump to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Pause here. Exhale. On your next inhale, take your arms out and up. Hands through heart center. Pause here. And then place your palms over your belly. Come back to your intention. I recognize and honor the creative force within me. I recognize and honor the creative force within me. Open your eyes if they aren't already. And you can change if you want to come back to the other side of your mat. That feels more comfortable for you. We're actually going to come into a little bit. Let me just check the time, guys. We're going to come into just a little balance. So if you need your wall handy or a chair or anything that helps you balance, maybe your little tree or whatever helps you. All right, guys. So feet are going to be hip distance, hands on hips. Shift your weight into your right foot. And we're going to just come up on the toes of the left. Inhale. On an exhale, bring that knee straight up in front of you. Okay. Flex that foot. I'm going to turn, maybe you can see a little better this way. All right. And then you can take your, if you can, so you can stay right here, or take your right hand to the outside of that left knee. You could use a strap here. Okay. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, begin to look over that left shoulder. So you're doing a little twist here. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, soften. Inhale, exhale, come back to center, let go of that right hand, and then step the left foot down. Shake your legs out, shake your booty. Feel better. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, okay? So feet are gonna be hip distance, hands on hips. Take a deep breath in and then let it out the mouth. Shift your weight over into your left foot. Come up on your right toes. We're coming right. Just stay here for a moment. Find a drishti. I didn't say that on the last time. Find a drishti or a gaze point out in front of you. All right. Inhale. On an exhale, lift that right knee. I know my rights and lefts. Lift that right knee up and flex the right foot. Okay. So use your wall if you need it, or whatever you have for balance. And inhale. On an exhale, take your left hand to the outside of that right leg. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, begin to look over the right shoulder. So we always have a little more balance on one side than the other. That's normal. Draw in and up on your belly button. That tightens your core muscles to help with this. Okay. Keep that right foot flexed. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Release the hand. Bring the foot down to the mat. Shake that other leg out. Very good. Good job. Go ahead and come down to your mats, guys. So go ahead and bring, if you need something to sit on, that's always a good thing. All right. And I'm going to have you bring your right foot out in front of you, toes up, and bring the left sole of your foot to the inside of that leg. We're going to do just a little forward fold here. Chula's going to join. Take your hands on either side of that right leg and twist your torso just slightly so that it's over that right leg. You'll inhale to lengthen and exhale to fold. Try and keep a flat back as much as you can. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, think chest to knee instead of rounding the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And you can keep walking your hands out in front of you. And then we'll just pause here. You don't have to fold all the way in. Try and keep as much of a flat back as you can. Inhale. Exhale. On an inhale, begin to walk your hands back up. Take your left leg out in front of you. Shake them out. We'll switch sides. So left leg is straight. Right foot to the inside of that left leg. Shift your torso so that over that towards the left. Hands on either side of the leg. Fingertips on the earth. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, hinge. Chest to knee instead of rounding those shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, walk your hands back up. And then exhale, take your other leg out. Give them a little wiggle. We're going to go ahead and come into a little bit of breathing work, breath work now. So find a comfortable seat, however you like to sit, wherever you like to sit. You can do this from anywhere. You can also do this laying down. It's a little more challenging actually when you lay down and do this breath, but you can do that as well. So we're going to do our alternate nostril breathing. But we're going to breathe. We're actually, instead of the opposite switching back and forth, we're going to breathe through one nostril for about 1.5 minutes, and then we're going to breathe through the other nostril for about 1.5 minutes. So how I like to do it is I'm going to come a little bit closer. I'm going to place my thumb and my index and middle finger on my third eye center, that space between the eyebrows, and I use the ring and pinky finger to close off the left nostril, and I use the thumb to close off the right. That's how I like to do it. You can also bend those first two fingers in. They don't have to touch the forehead. And you would block off with those same two fingers on the left and the thumb on the right. Okay. So we're going to start with breathing in and out of the right nostril for 1.5 minutes. So I'm bringing my phone forward so I can time us. And so how we'll do that is we'll breathe out. I'm just going to demonstrate first. Okay. So we'll breathe out completely, and then we'll inhale to a count of 4. And if you want to pause at the top, you'll pause for a count of 2. And then exhale from the same nostril for a count of 8. That may or may not work for you. What I do encourage you to do, you can try. If that doesn't work, then use your own count of breath. And we'll do that for 1.5 minutes. So I'm going to guide us through the first breath, and then I'm going to let you guys do it on your own. So take a deep inhale through both nostrils. Walk off the left and breathe out the right. And from here, we're going to inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Do that at your own pace. this be your last round. And after your last round, you can release that right hand down to your lap. Take a few breaths, normal breathing. And if this ever doesn't work for you guys, you can also imagine this breathing. So visualize that you're doing the breathing, and it works the same way. All right. If your eyes aren't open, you can open your eyes, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to still use the right hand to do this. You can have use any hand mudra that you'd like. So mudra is the way the hand is used for the practice. Okay, so sometimes having a hard time finding my words. All right, so I'd like to put my index and middle finger on my third eye center, that space between my eyebrows. So we are going to block off, excuse me, we're going to take a deep inhale from here, block off the right nostril, and then exhale from the left. And from here, we're going to inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, pause, and exhale. Move at your own pace. I'm going to do this for 1.5 minutes. And you can use any breath count that works for you. Breathing in through the left nostril and breathing out through the left nostril. And take your last round. When you've completed, you can place your both hands on your lap. Arms, I guess you could do that too. And let your breath be natural. Notice what you notice. And we do this alternate nostril breathing. It brings balance into our body. It activates each side. but each nostril leads to the opposite side of the body. So when we spend time with focusing our breath on that, we bring a little more balance in. So go ahead now, guys, if you like, come onto your backs. We're coming into Shavasana. Any Shavasana that you like. So yogi's choice. And I'll give you a few minutes to get there. So you might like to have something under your knees to give your low back more space. You might not. You can have your palms by your side, palms up or palms down, or you can have your palms resting on anywhere on your body that feels comfortable for you. I often like to have one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. You find the position that works for you. And when you get there, take a deep breath in. Puff your cheeks. Let it go. Deep inhale. Puff your cheeks. Let it go. If you'd like, do one more of those. And then let your whole body melt into the mat. Let your breath be natural. And relax your jaw. Relax your teeth. Relax your tongue. Relax your lips. Relax your eyes. Relax your eyebrows. And relax the space between your eyebrows. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Relax your upper back. Relax your arms. Relax your hands and your fingers. Relax your belly. Relax your middle back and your lower back. Relax your hips, your thighs, the backs of your thighs. Relax your knees, your calves, your shins. Relax your feet and your toes. Let your whole body melt. Melt, melt, melt. And as you lay here, I'd like you to imagine a line of life force that flows through you from the base of your spine up through your head. So you can just imagine a light rod or pole or a stream of light that goes from the base of your spine to the top of your head. And I'm going to Om while you guys are here in Shavasana. And I'm going to go through the 3 sounds of Om, which is A, U, and M. Ah, U, Om. Ah starts at the base. U starts at the belly, that Manipura chakra, and is going to be at the top of your head. So I'd love for you to just imagine those areas lighting up as I Om for you for a couple of minutes. So flowing with your life force. starting at the base of the spine. Out. 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 Last one. Out. Begin to bring small movements into your body, or stay in Shavasana if you like. You're coming out of Shavasana. Move in a way that feels supportive and nurturing to your body as you come out. Roll to one side, and that can be whichever side you're intuitively drawn to. Pause in the fetal position for a moment. With your eyes closed or just slightly open, begin to come up to a seated position. When you get there, place your palms over your belly, just above the belly button. We're going to end with one vibration of Om. So we'll take a deep breath in, and a complete breath out. And inhale to begin. Om. I recognize and honor the creative force within, the fierce mother that resides within me, and the infinite power that I possess. Deep gratitude to our breath for giving us life. Bring your palms together at your third eye center, that space between your eyebrows. Rub your palms vigorously. Place them over your eyes. Open your eyes behind your palms. Roll them in one direction and roll them in the other. I am loving myself. I am honoring myself. I am appreciating myself. And I am taking very good care of myself. Thank you guys so much for joining me today.